Hi, guys. Hi, Windows G Electronics. How's everyone today? So, let's talk. I made a really dumb decision today. Let me invite some more people over here. Bad decisions, very bad decisions. I'm live. Yeah, made some really bad decisions today. And believe it or not, I did it on the toilet. Just like, why not? Let's go for it. Because I missed the announcement today. I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't think a whole lot about it. And well, saw people talking about it on Facebook while I was in the bathroom. Always the best time to do stupid things. Yes, I did buy the M1 Max. Um, and now I have an Apple credit card too. I got approved for it. So I'll be making payments for the next 12 months on this system. So it better pay off. Anyway, how are you doing, Kate? How is everyone else? But yeah, I bought the 16-inch MacBook Pro M1 Max with 64 gigs of RAM and a 2 terabyte hard drive, well, SSD. I doubt I'll need more than that. If anything, I'll do the external SSDs and stuff for it. It'd be plenty. That was the one regret I had with this MacBook Pro. Um, you should go for it, Kate. Get the Apple credit card, and you can be doing $358 monthly installments like I am. But anyway, yeah, I bought that thing, and second I hit buy, I instantly regretted it, but I'm kind of excited at the same time. Um, and I didn't even think about it. I was just buying it before I knew what I was doing. Um, and I never did anything with the MacBook Pro I have that we're on right now. We're actually on my MacBook Pro M1. So show you right here. That's what we're on right now is the MacBook Pro M1, and it's a good system. I just never really used it for what I was going to use it for. It's mostly I've been using it as an internet browser, which is fine, but not what I was intending it to use for. But I tried to do a quick video edit on it, and I realized 1 terabyte hard drive, well, SSD, wasn't really going to cut it. 2 terabyte be fine. I can dump the main files onto the system, edit them, and then delete them afterwards. And I can even use an external drive. 1 terabyte, on the other hand, I was running into video size constraints and all that stuff. It just wasn't worth trying. Plus, I don't have an external SSD. The most I have is a external hard drive, which is USB 3.1. It's this right here. This is a USB 3.1 hard drive that I've been putting. It's USB-C, of course. I've been putting my files onto from my Mac Pro. I'm still editing with my Mac Pro because it's still easier to edit on it than it is this MacBook that we're talking to you on right now. And I just need a USB-A wire, and it plugs straight into my USB-A 3.0 card that's on that. And it actually writes to this drive faster than it does the internal drive on that thing. So it still does the videos pretty darn quick. But yeah, I bought a M1 MacBook Pro Max, M1 Max MacBook Pro, 16-inch. We'll be doing videos on it when it comes in December. Um, I originally intended to buy the silver one because all the rest of my MacBook Pros are silver, but for some reason they defaulted it back to space gray, and honestly, I'm not going to change it. It's time for a change, I think. So that's what we're going to do, and we'll be comparing this system and doing things on this system that I intended to do last year. Um, we're going to be doing it when the other one comes in. We'll compare the two, see how it all works out. And we'll also unbox the new one on a live stream or something, and should be interesting. But yeah, I'm right now in the middle of filming my third video since I came back. There's a camera stand there. I've been filming this wall right here, right here. That's been my background for the last video. I figured out why my AirPod Pros don't work when recording, and that's because the default camera app does not support them. It's something messed up there with that Apple. You'd think that they would, but exactly, Kate. That's what I'm probably going to do is get a Thunderbolt in NVMe eventually. Hi Ben, how you doing? But yeah, Ben, point in this video is I just bought the M1 Pro Max. Um, yeah, so it's going to be interesting. I can't wait to try out. Um, I'm also regretting it because it's the most expensive Mac I've ever bought and the second brand new Mac I've ever bought. We're talking on the first one. Um, yeah, I'm already regretting this decision. But you know, I can swing the monthly payment. Um, it's nice to have something on financed because I never finance anything. It is a small motorcycle. So yeah, I never could talk myself into even investing in a Mac Pro 2019 model, although I really want one. I never could talk myself into mustering up $6,000, and I just, with the Apple Plus Care, you're looking at $4,900, which is going to be a monthly installment payment. So it wasn't upfront, but I couldn't do the base model Mac Pro, and I wanted the maxed out MacBook Pro, and that's the trend here. I keep getting the maxed out MacBook Pro of each generation. At least I try to. I haven't bought any of the Retinas that were Intel powered, and I haven't bought a 2015, which was one of the Retinas. Kind of think of it, but I've been wanting a 2015 MacBook Pro. What are you going for? I already bought it, David. I bought the. Any consideration of getting the XDR? No. I've never thought about. I don't have a system it would plug into except what we're talking to right now on the MacBook Pro I'm on. So there's not much of a point, and honestly, it's just really $5,000 for a display is kind of up there. I'm still using 1080p monitors, which work fine, and I can even edit 4K on 1080p. I can't see the minute details very well, but it works. So I cheap out on the displays, but I get the better hardware. And give you an example of MacBook Pros I have the maxed out version of. I've got the early 2006 maxed out model. I've got the early 2008 maxed out model. I've got the maxed out 2011 17 inch. I've got this M1 Pro 16 gig. Um, I've got a number of them, and that should be an interesting video sometime. I've been wanting to compare this to the first generation MacBook Pro maxed out, which I have, and that would be a very, very sad video. Because even though it can run Windows 10 not very well, but it will run Windows 10. You know, it being left off in Snow Leopard kind of kills the the value of that thing, and it's slow. Um, the next one, the Core 2 Duo models, they were pretty impressive. Even today, you know, they can still do a lot of modern day things. The Core Duo, on the other hand, the 32-bit, Apple should have just waited until the 64 bits were available, honestly, because even though they were faster than the G5s they replaced and the G4s they replaced, they were 32-bit, which was one problem. The G5s were 64, and they were just, even though they were faster, um, they just didn't perform as well. Um, a year later, the next generation blew them out of the water with the Core 2 Duo. So yeah, they exactly said Mac. They should have definitely waited. But I want to compare that model to this because they're both first generation MacBook Pros. Um, one's a 15 inch and one's a 13 inch, but they're first generation for that hardware. And then I'd kind of like to, I also have a maxed out early and mid 2009 MacBook Pro. But let's see here. Here's another one I want to compare it to. My custom built early 2008 maxed out 15 inch. And this thing here, you know, you watched me build this out of a mid 2007 with an early 2008 board and case and heatsink. This is a 2.6 gigahertz, and it still runs everything fine. It's running Mojave. In fact, most of my computers that can run Mojave because I still like have a few 32-bit apps that I just too lazy to replace. Honestly, I could go without them, but why when I can still run Mojave? That's even what my editing Mac Pro back there is running Mojave, because I just haven't seen the point in going any later yet. But yeah, it runs. The battery works. It's unplugged right now. You know, it's in the bookends dock that I showed off in one video, which is now broken. Yeah, it wasn't designed very well apparently, but you can still take it out. It's just, it sucks. Have to get someone to 3D print me a new handle. But yeah, I still use that early 2008 daily. You know, I actually sadly use that thing more than this thing we're talking to on. Even though this thing runs a lot cooler, it's a lot lighter weight and easier to carry around. For some reason, I still like that one better. Don't know why, but you know. But yeah, guys, that was the live stream for today. It was just an announcement that I bought a M1 Pro, MacBook Pro, a M1 Max, 64 gig, 16 inch, with 2 terabytes of storage. The cream of the crop, and hopefully it's going to blow everything out in the water and make my YouTube production a lot easier. I'm going to have to figure out how to migrate the Final Cut library on that over to it when it comes in. But, you know, No, I'm not actually trashing the MacBook Pro we're talking to on. I'll keep it. I might actually give it to my uncle or someone that would enjoy it. I kind of want to keep it as I'm a collector, but honestly, it needs to be used. And my uncle's got a 2012 13-inch that he still uses as his daily, and maybe he could use a nice 2020 13-inch M1. So I don't know. I might keep it. We're going to be doing a lot of comparison videos first before I decide what to do with this system. And no, I'm not giving it away. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Yes, I've made a very horrible decision, and I don't know if I regret it or not. We will see. Time will tell. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. And this has been a Rat Mods video. See ya.